Hi everyone, I'm Kelsey and welcome back to my channel, Connecting with Spirit. So in today's video, I am going to be channeling a healing for Halloween and Diwali. So I am from Ireland, and when I usually am in Ireland, Halloween is my favorite festival of the year. So I'd usually be celebrating Halloween if I was in Ireland, but right now I am in India. And in India, it's actually just started today, Tuesday, the 29th of October 2024. Diwali starts today, and it is a 6 day long festival. The Festival of Lights, and the main day of the Festival of Diwali actually falls on the 31st of October, which is Halloween. And I thought it was super interesting that both of these festivals coincide on this day. So Halloween is traditionally when the veil between our world and the spirit world is thinnest, and it coincides with the Celtic pagan festival called Samhain, which is usually to celebrate the harvest. And on Halloween, it is usually a time for celebrating the ancestors, for connecting in with spirit, for honoring those who have passed over onto the spirit world. And we usually dress up in scary costumes to kind of scare away any evil or malevolent spirits to kind of keep us safe. And Diwali is very interesting because it is the festival of lights, and it is about celebrating the light overcoming the darkness. And there are many different stories associated with this. It's about good overcoming evil. But the one story that struck me was about Rama coming back to his kingdom after defeating a demon king. So this is what this festival is all about. It's about celebrating the light overcoming darkness, good overcoming evil, these sorts of things. So I thought in order to honor both of these festivals that I would do this healing, this channeling, and I think it's going to be all about light overcoming darkness. These sorts of things, and connecting into your light, tuning into your light, becoming aware of your light. Pretty much anything in relation to that. So you will have the opportunity to set an intention if there's something along those lines that you want to receive, you're working towards something. You feel free to set that intention. I will ask the angels to receive your intention so I can do this healing in line with those. But that is primarily my intention, about reconnecting you to the light, about you seeing your light, and about the light overcoming darkness. So anything in relation to that, I don't really have too much of an idea of what's going to happen. I usually just go with the flow of my videos, open up and channel, and see what happens, whatever needs and wants to come true. And because I am in India, like I said, I usually do my healing videos out in nature, under a tree. But sadly, nature is a lot more hazardous in India. And the times that I have gone out, I've gotten just eaten alive by flies and various bugs and whatnot. So instead of going out to nature today, I've brought some nature in to me, and a little plant here. It is bamboo. And symbolically, bamboo is all about prosperity, good luck, and longevity. So I thought it'd be a really nice energy to bring into this healing as well. Because for the Festival of Light, for Diwali, it is to honor the goddess, the Hindu goddess Lakshmi, who's all about prosperity as well. So I thought that would be a nice nod to her. That's just a few little bits and pieces before we get started on this healing. So I'm just going to start and open up this space, and we'll see what comes through. So if you would just like to either sit down, lie down, get comfortable, eyes open, eyes closed, whatever feels right for you. And I'm just going to call in our various healing teams of light, calling in our healing teams of light, calling in our healing teams of light. And I'm going to ask them just to activate a sacred healing space around us now energetically. And I usually see this as like a silver dome, like a lattice dome that just goes around all of us and is anchored in. Excuse me. Lakshmi herself indeed coming in as well for this healing. Very welcome, Lakshmi. I also have Ganesha and Hanuman and Lord Shiva. Very welcome, everyone, as this healing, sacred healing space is activated and surround us all now. So Ganesha is also coming in just to put in an extra layer of protection. As I did say, close to Halloween, the veil is thinnest. So we're just going to put in some extra protection around us all now. So it's like a shield I'm seeing from Ganesha, silver and white light. And that's just going in as well. And as that goes in, this is your opportunity to tune in with your psychic senses just to see what you can pick up. And your opportunity to connect in with Ganesha's energy, Lakshmi's energy, Lord Shiva's energy, and Hanuman's energy, as well, of course, your own healing teams of light. Thank you very much, Ganesha. And the healing teams of light are putting in that sacred space around us. So, if you would like to take just a minute to pause, you can either put your hand on your heart or not, keep it away, whichever feels most comfortable, because we're just going to really connect in with ourselves into our heart primarily to set an intention. So right now I would just invite you to get really clear on what that intention is, on what you would like the energy for this healing to go towards. So if it's something that you're working on, you're going through a dark period right now and you're struggling to see the light, you're struggling to see your own light, you need some help, you need some support, whatever it is, feel free to just get really clear on what that intention is. And when you're ready, either saying it out loud or in your mind, whatever feels most comfortable. And while you're doing that, I'm going to set my intention, which is to channel angelic energy of the highest and purest love and light vibrational frequency from my heart to all of those beautiful souls who have given permission to accept this healing, to bring in whatever they need in order to support them with their intention and also with overcoming the darkness, with connecting into their light and with seeing the light, all with love, gentleness, ease and grace. Amen. Thank you. And I'm just going to ask for permission to connect into your energy fields. If this feels right for you, if this is something that you would like to accept or receive, this healing, just give your permission in whatever way feels right for you. Thank you very much. And I'm just going to ask my healing team of light to connect me in to all those souls who've given their permission for me to connect into the energy field and for them to receive this healing today. I'm also going to ask the angels to receive everyone's intentions and to help me channel the energy in line with everybody's intentions. Please and thank you very much. Thank you. So I'm gonna start off with some protection. Even more protection after we've created the sacred space. So I'm gonna call in Archangel Michael for this one. Calling in Archangel Michael, who is all about protection and truth. I'm gonna ask Michael to activate your own unique Inanna around you now and to anchor it in. So usually the Inanna consists of archangels, but I always ask the angels to activate your own unique Inanna, which means that it's like heavy duty protection. So it means that you're completely surrounded by energies. So your own unique one could include archangels, it could include ascended masters, it could include the Hindu gods and goddesses, it could include dragons. I was going to say rainbows. It could include dragons, unicorns, mer people, fairies, whatever it might be. So because this is a general healing, I'm not going to be able to go into specifics and outline who is coming in for everybody. So I'm just going to ask you to tune in with your psychic senses. And if you're curious on who is on your Inanna, you can always ask and just see what energies kind of come to you. But for now, I'm going to ask Michael to activate that for everybody here. The energy is super strong. So you might feel or sense or just get a knowing that an energy is going in front of you, one behind you, and one to your left and to your right. And then 4 other energies are going to be placed in between those 4 energies, kind of like on the points on a compass, with Archangel Michael overlighting everybody. So above, and Archangel Uriel below. So you are completely surrounded on all sides by light beings. I'm gonna ask Archangel Michael to anchor this in as well for protection. I'm gonna ask that this remains active for however long you need it as well going forward. Some of you are being gifted like a sword as well by Archangel Michael. You'll know if this is you. It's for clarity and also for like cutting away energy that you no longer need. Thank you, Michael. So super, super strong protection coming in today with this Inanna. And I'm also hearing that Michael is extending an invitation to connect to some of you if you really resonate with Michael and his energy, or you just have a knowing, then Michael is reaching out his hand to you to connect. So what this means is it's like an invitation. that you might just get a feeling one day and be like, oh, maybe I need to connect in with Archangel Michael, in which case you can just call him in 3 times and just connect in with his energy, because it just seems like he's extending an invitation to connect with you, to possibly work with you in the future, or just to receive your intentions for protection, for truth, these sort of things, just depending on whatever it is that you need at this time. But Archangel Michael is excellent for protection, for keeping you safe, and also for truth. He also has a sword for like cord cutting, pulling out cords, clearing energy, these sorts of things as well. So yeah, just putting it out there that Michael would love to connect with you if that resonates. Thank you, Michael. Okay, so I'm just hearing that there is a light cleanse gonna happen for us now. Archangel Gabriel is taking the lead on this, and it's just like, and Shekinah, just seeing like bright white light. If you can see my background, it is literally like that, just bright white, crystalline white light is what I'm hearing, just coming in to bathe your auric field, your energy centers in just this pure white divine light, to just cleanse any I'm hearing darkness, shadows, any non-beneficial energy, low vibrational energy, anything that's no longer serving you, any negativity in your energy field right now that's just coming in. So just taking an opportunity, just taking a minute or two to connect in and tune into this energy. Feel Shekinah's energy, feel Archangel Gabriel's energy, and to just see, sense, feel, hear this energy and this bright white light coming in for the cleanse. So I'm feeling it kind of like coming in like a shower, but it's quite hot. So there is some temperature changes for me, so that also might be happening for you. Either hot or cold. It might be different for you, or there might be different sensations coming on in your body, almost like rain falling on your skin as well. I'm seeing gentle breezes. For other people, it just depends on how you receive energy and how you interpret the energy. So you just might be feeling different sensations, different temperature changes right now. Just acknowledge them. Some of you might even be seeing that just bright, brilliant white light in your mind's eye. Or even getting glimpses of Shekinah, the Holy Spirit, or Archangel Gabriel, who I'm seeing is like green right now. Also purple energy coming in as well. Archangel Zadkiel with his violet flame. Violet flame coming in too with this, just at the end of the white light. It is a absolutely thorough cleanse. Thank you very much, Shekinah. Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Zadkiel, for that cleanse. And I'm just going to call in Archangel Metatron, calling in Archangel Metatron, calling in Archangel Metatron. And I'm going to ask Metatron just to lower a pillar of white light down around us now. So kind of different to the cleanse. It's more like a, I guess you could say like a spotlight, so pillar of light. Sometimes you might see them in the sky, and that's just coming down to hold you. I'm going to ask Archangel Metatron to anchor that in as well. And again, just an opportunity to tune in, to connect in with this energy, Archangel Metatron. And Metatron is also offering an invitation to connect to some of you. If you have that connection with Metatron, if this resonates with you, if you feel drawn to him, he would love to connect with you at a later stage, to look out for the signs. Just putting that out there as well for some of you. As Metatron's pillar of light continues just to it's like encapsulate all of you and be anchored in. Thank you, Metatron. Okay, so I am sensing a lot of dark energy, so like malevolent energies, malevolent spirits, malevolent entities. These sorts of energies just generally around, which is no surprise considering it is close to Halloween and the veil is thin. But yeah, I am feeling that energy very strongly. And some of you might know that right now on the planet with the ascension, it is a spiritual battle. It is light versus dark, good versus evil. And I feel right now the angels, it's almost like a battle, that the angels are engaging in a battle with the dark forces right now. This is to do with a lot of the work that I do. I usually am like a conduit for the angels to do battle against those dark forces. So it feels like that is what's happening right now. That there is a dark portal, and the angels pretty much shepherd these dark energies back into that portal, which is a portal to the lower dimensions where these darker malevolent energies reside. So if you want to take the opportunity to tune in just to see what you can pick up, because right now I am seeing Archangel Ariel coming in really strongly with her warrior energy, engaging in battle. Lillith is also here, Mary Magdelene. Just some super strong divine feminine warrior energy, as well as the angelics, the archangels. I'm just hearing that anything you need to know about this, that information will be given to you, either during this session or further down the line. If there's nothing coming to you right now, that's okay. That is your experience for now. You can also ask if you would like to know more information about this. If you were in the dark about this and would like to be more in the light, if that feels right for you, to ask Spirit to show you the truth, to ask Spirit to show you the truth of the battle, the truth of the nature of the world, the truth about this light versus darkness sort of stuff, the truth about the dark energies, whatever sort of comes to your mind. Just feels like Spirit wants you to get curious, to ask questions, if that's the path that you're on, and to know that when you ask the question, you will receive the answer, even if it's not right away. Sometimes it takes time because you need to go through maybe a few different experiences. Maybe there's some other information that you need to receive before you receive the information to the question you've asked, these sorts of things. So whatever it is, the journey will unfold for you, and you'll eventually then receive the answer to the questions that you are putting out there. Okay. Whew. Okay, so it feels like the angels have, and the other energies, Mary Magdalene, Lilith, have successfully shepherded those darker energies into this portal. So I'm just going to ask Archangel Azrael, who's also here, who I usually work with for portal work, these sort of work, and also passing over lost souls, kind of ghosts. So I'm just going to ask Archangel Azrael to close this portal and seal and heal it, so it can't be opened again. And if there's any cords that were formed between me and any of the darker energies, because we shepherded them into the portal, to pull out those cords now between us and anybody else here, to transmute them with the violet flame and heal and repair all the areas where those cords have been pulled out. Now, please. And I'm just going to ask that's Archangel Michael. I'm just going to ask Archangel Zadkiel just to pass the violet flame again down through my energy field and everybody else's energy fields, just to clear, cleanse, completely remove and transmute any energetic debris that we might have picked up as a result of this battle, and sending those darker energies back to their own dimension. So I'm hearing that some of you, a lot of you, are warriors of light, which means that you hold the light, you stand for the light, you are team light. Some of you are aware of that, some of you are not, in which case that journey is going to unfold for you, and you will be taken on that journey to kind of open up, awaken to your light and to the fact that you are a warrior. I also feel like if you are struggling, if you are going through a really dark time now, if you're aware of darker energies around you, or if indeed if it is like something that you are struggling with, like if it's a mental health difficulty, it's a chronic illness, if it's a dark night of the soul, whatever the situation might be, an abusive relationship, addiction, these sorts of things, I'm hearing like, I know it's difficult, absolutely very difficult, but in one sense it's also training for you to be a warrior of light, because as a warrior of light you must go through the darkness in order to be fully in your light and in your power. And this can be a really, really challenging, a really, really difficult experience. Most certainly it can be very taxing, emotionally, mentally, physically, like you can feel like giving up, throwing in the towel, because it is very difficult. But Spirit wants you to know that on some level, that you did sign up for this, you did choose this, and that you wouldn't have given yourself this task if you didn't think that you could do it, if you didn't have all the tools at your disposal to enable you to overcome this darkness and complete this mission, to complete whatever it is that you are here to do on earth, to keep going, to connect in with yourself, to follow your heart as your guide, as your compass, because you will make it out and you will overcome this darkness and be fully in your light. Even though it mightn't seem like it now, you will. You will get there. And to go into your heart and to feel for the truth of this. Thank you. So this might be difficult to hear for some of you, depending on whatever has happened to you. As I know myself, this can be a difficult truth. The fact that you signed up for this can be difficult to come to terms with. Because horrific things could have happened to you, and it's hard to kind of get to that place where you are like, oh my goodness, why on earth would I sign up for this? It's been so absolutely horrible and difficult, that this thing that I've had to go through. But it doesn't mean it's your fault. Whatever it is has happened to you has happened, and it's not your fault. And those two things can be true at the same time. That it's not your fault, but you also did choose to this experience as a light worker, as a light warrior, to come here to face this darkness, to overcome this darkness, and to do whatever it is that you need to do here to overcome darkness and stand fully in your light. Those two things can be true while also being difficult. So it might take some time for this to sit in, for you to process in relation to this, to give yourself that time if you need it. Because it can seem like conflicting statements, for sure. So some really tough messages coming through for Spirit now, from Spirit to you. Some difficult truths. What I'm saying, and also what you're going through, it feels like a lot of truth has come to light, and you might be struggling to accept these truths, to process these truths. You know, there might be a lot of denial that comes up to protect you from fully accepting that truth, because when you accept that truth, it would result in you having to reevaluate a lot of things in your life. And in order to protect you, you might go into that denial, that disbelief. You might even disassociate, these sorts of things, in order to just protect you from having to process how much pain and hurt you might have to go through when you accept this truth. Because it does feel like some of you are there, or this might be a case in the future where you receive a truth and it just changes everything for you. And that can be a difficult place to be, to just be aware that of those kind of coping mechanisms, those protective mechanisms that might come in for you. Cognitive dissonance as well, kind of like where your heart knows the truth, your body knows the truth, and they're saying like this is true, but your mind is like no, this can't be true. After everything else that's been presented to me, it doesn't fit in with my mental truth. So there's like conflict, and there's a battle between your head and your heart, which can cause a whole host of difficulties. So some of you might be going through that, or some of you might go through that. Just really tough energy to work through. So I'm just going to ask the angels that if this is you, to support you on this journey of truth, of light, to help you in whatever way you need right now or in the future in order to get that clarity, so that you can accept this truth and to work through those difficult energies, that conflict. It's almost like there's like a fog around you. There's the disbelief, there's the denial, there's the cognitive dissonance, there's you dissociating, these sorts of things, to just help you with this struggle. Please, angels. Because it is a very difficult place to be, and to bring in any energies of support, so either in spirit or in the physical. If there's friends, there's family, there's trusted psychotherapists, doctors, spiritual teachers, whoever it is that they need, that those people be brought to you at the best time when you need them. As well, please. So this is super difficult energy that we're working through right now. Super difficult. And if this is you, I am so sorry that you are in this place right now. I'm so sorry that this is what you're going through. Because I know it's tough. It's very challenging. But keep going. You can do it. So there's something about belief in yourself. It feels like the angels are stoking a fire of belief, like believing in yourself, trusting in yourself within you. So that's coming in the solar plexus chakra. Right now, there's also like green energy. There's that fire energy, so yellow and orange. But a lot of green, and it's like the angels are just stoking that fire to help you, to support you have that belief, that faith, that trust in yourself, that you can do this, that you can get through this, that you can overcome this darkness and get back into the light. It's also about helping you see the light in this dark period. Because I know when you're in it and you're just going through it, and it's so difficult and it's so tough that it's very difficult to see the light, to see those glimmers, to see that silver lining, to kind of grasp onto any sort of hope or sliver of positivity. But I'm going to ask the angels to help you do that, even if it's just the tiniest thing that you can cling on to, the tiniest hope, to help bring that energy in, to help you give you that life raft that you need to cling to enable you to get through this storm. Whatever that might be for you, whatever that might look like for you. The angels are going to help you through this period of darkness. But it mightn't feel like it. It might feel like you're very much alone in this, but they want you to know that you are never alone. Physically, you might be alone, but energetically, the spirit angels, your healing team of light, your spirit guides are always there with you. always. Even if it feels like they are far away or you can't feel them at all, they're there always. And they want you to know that they're there, and they want you to ask them for anything it is that you might need at any time on this journey. To look for the signs that they leave you. Because sometimes when you're in the darkness, and if you're going through, say, like trauma, PTSD, if there's a lot of fear and terror, your nervous system is dysregulated, it can be very difficult to tune into yourself, to your psychic senses, to spirit. It's almost like you come offline. If your emotions are unregulated, it can be very difficult then to feel spirits in relation to this. So the trick is to regulate your nervous system as best as you can, to find a way, to find a practice that works for you. So personally, I do the heart breathing. I'm going to link that practice down in the description box, but there are many different ways for regulating the nervous system. It's just about finding the best practice for you. And as soon as you are dysregulated, to notice that, which also can be a challenge in itself. I kind of liken it to a headless chicken phase, where you're kind of running around not sure what's happening or whatnot. So the trick is to notice when you get into that feeling of being dysregulated, and to bring yourself back into regulation as soon as you can through a practice that's best for you. Really important, because once you bring yourself back into that state of regulation, you are connected into yourself, you're connected into your psychic senses, and it's easier to then receive psychic information and connect in with your spirit guides. So they just want you to know that, to understand that sometimes that happens. So it feels like maybe they're not there, you've lost the connection, what have you. It doesn't mean like you're regressing in terms of your psychic abilities or gifts. It just means that you are out of balance, out of alignment, out of regulated, you're unregulated, and you need to bring yourself back into that state of regulation, that state of balance, that state of peace and harmony, so that you can connect with yourself and also with spirit. Super important. They really want to hammer that message home to you. Thank you. Excuse me, a lot of clearing happening for some of you as well. So I'm going to bring down the energy of safety from source. That's what is coming to me. So I'm going to bring this down, seeing like a white, purple light, and there's also pink, green, and yellow I'm hearing. So it might look different to you depending on what energy that's right for you to receive right now. So I'm just going to bring down whatever energy it is that you need to receive right now in relation to safety. That's going to come down into your stellar gateway chakra. So coming down into your stellar gateway chakra. Stellar gateway chakra is all to do with your galactic connections, your galactic roots. So I'm feeling that a lot of you are star seeds, which means that you don't originate here from planet Earth, that you're from some other star system. So like the Pleiadians, Lyrian, Andromedan, whatever the case may be. That's a lot of you. Some of you have galactic connections. And it's up to you if you would like to, I guess, explore that avenue. So it feels like Spirit's giving you an opportunity. They're asking, would you like to explore your starseed origins, your galactic connections? If so, please do let us know that that is something that you would like. So giving you an invitation to explore that. And if this is something that you would like to explore and receive, it feels like those galactic connections, those galactic origins or roots that you belong to, they will make themselves known to you. Again, to look for the signs that they leave you. And I'm hearing the Pleiadians specifically coming in really strongly. Usually a blue-white light. So that comes in a lot in my other videos. I think it's primarily white light in this video, but a lot of my previous videos where I do healing videos, it's usually you can see that blue-white light. To look out for that. That is kind of like the hallmark of the Pleiadian energy, being around you, wanting to connect with you, these sorts of things. Okay, they're also saying about, I'm terrible with pronunciations, but the lady whose videos that I used to watch, she channels the Pleiadians. It's Barbara Marcinek, I think her name is. Now, please excuse me for the pronunciation. I know that's probably wrong. But I think it's called The Bringers of the Dawn. Her channeling in relation to the Pleiadians. I do talk about it in one of my Pleiadian videos. But there is something about watching that video to have a look at that, because for me, it did open my connection with the Pleiadians. It feels like it's like an activation video. If this resonates to do, go and watch that video. I'll try and link it in the description box as well for you, because when you watch it, it is an activation. It's like an opening for you to connect in with the Pleiadian energy. And I'll also put in my Pleiadian video, but it's just me talking about how I watched that video, my experience. I do have a series about my connection with the Pleiadians and how that unfolded for me, so that might be something you want to check out as well. I'll leave that in the description box too. Okay. So not everybody is like Pleiadian in origin. Hearing Lyrian, hearing Andromedan as well, Syrian for other people. So they will make their connection with you through a different way. Thank you. So we continue to bring that safety energy down from source into your soul star chakra, which is just above your head. So opening and activating your soul star chakra with this safety energy from source. Something about a light here. So something about your past lives and being a light in the darkness in a lot of your past lives. In a lot of your past lives, you have overcome the darkness as well. And it's like when you went through those past lives, you gained a lot of strength, you gained a lot of wisdom, you gained a lot of tools. And it's like you can access that information from those past lives, and that is helping you with this life. And it also feels like Spirit is opening those gateways to those lives and allowing that energy, allowing those tools, those gifts, those wisdom to come in, or allowing you to be able to access them. For some of you, those were shut off purposely, I'm hearing. So I'm just going to ask the angels to, if there's any blocks or any hearing wedges that were put in to prevent you from accessing this information, accessing those gifts, those wisdom from those past lives, to clear, remove them and to repair and heal those pathways, the gateways, those portals, so that information can move freely, it can be easily accessible. The gifts, the wisdom, the strength, whatever it is that those people watching need. And just taking a minute to tune into this energy, because I'm just going to ask that information be brought into your conscious awareness, so you are aware of the gifts, of the wisdom, whatever it is. And that might be brought into your conscious awareness now, but it also might come in later. Just asking the angels to make you aware of that. Please and thank you very much. As we continue to bring down that safety energy from source into your crown chakra, opening and activating your crown to receive higher wisdom, higher knowledge. It's an activation coming in for that for some of you. As this safety energy continues to flow, spiral down into your third eye chakra, opening and activating your third eye, so that you can see the wisdom in how your journey unfolds, so that you can see the path, so that you can see your way through the darkness, that you can follow the light out of the tunnel. Activation happening there for some of you, as this beautiful energy from source continues to spiral down into your throat chakra, opening and activating your throat. As the energy continues, down into your heart, your higher heart, your heart chakra, opening and activating here. Opening and activating your heart, it feels like, to its wisdom. So as I said before, to go, the heart is an excellent place to go in to connect. It is like a gateway to your soul, to your higher self, and you can go there at any time. If you are lost, alone, you're feeling particularly crap, you can go there to bask in the energy of the heart, which is 5D Christ consciousness, pure unconditional love, and also to ask questions if you need clarity, to receive wisdom. And that heart breathing video is going to be in the description box if you are unsure how to do this, because the heart is just an absolutely amazing energy to connect into. It's an amazing tool to have, and it's just inbuilt. You can go there at any time, anywhere, to connect in and to receive wisdom that you might need at this time. So I'm hearing, if it feels comfortable to you, we're going to connect into the heart right now for you to receive a message. So it feels like there's something your heart needs to say to you. So either putting your hand here on your heart or if it doesn't feel comfortable, just placing it wherever feels comfortable. And bringing your attention, your awareness into your heart space. I'm just going to set that intention and ask the angels to help you connect into your heart. Connect everybody into their heart, please, angels. Connect everybody into their heart, please, angels. Connect everybody into their heart, please, angels. And support and help them and guide them to connect into their hearts in the future. And while we're here, I'm just going to invite you to take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. To help you fully drop in and connect into that heart energy. We're just going to sit here and bask in this energy for a minute or two and allow your heart to convey its wisdom, to speak to you. Just going to ask the angels to help facilitate this, to support you in bringing this message from your heart into your conscious awareness so that you can receive it fully. Please, angels. Breathe and receive. So I'm hearing, if nothing comes to you now, it will come to you later. To not get discouraged if you don't receive any wisdom right now, because there is a lot going on energetically, that it will come to you later, that you will receive a message from your heart. Thank you. And I would invite you just to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, just to bring you back out of that space. As we continue the grounding, bringing down this beautiful source energy, this safety energy, down your shoulders. It's going to lift off any burdens that you're carrying and feeling. Some of you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. That energy is just going to help clear it, dissolve it, bring in some support to help you with this if you're feeling like this as well. To share the burden of whatever it is that you're carrying, so you're not alone in carrying this burden. As the energy continues traveling down into your hands, opening and activating your palm chakras. And I'm seeing, oh, this is so beautiful, very emotional, that your ancestors are coming forward. Those people who have passed over in spirit, loved ones that maybe you have lost, and they are just holding your hand in support. And it's just so emotional. I feel like crying. It's just a lot of love for you from them, a lot of support, like they're wanting to hold your hand through this difficult time that you're going through. It's almost like, to some extent, they feel your pain, like they know it. I guess it might be similar to their own. For some of you, this might be the case, that you are a cycle breaker, that you have come in to heal the line, which means facing that darkness that maybe your ancestors mightn't have been able to face, in order to clear it, in order to heal it, in order to free your ancestral line from that karmic cycle, whatever it is. That you are the one who stepped up, who decided to do this. And there's just a lot of love and gratitude from your ancestors. For you to do this, to help them, to help the line. Oh gosh, it's super emotional, super emotional. I hope you are feeling their love for you, because it is just so strong, and this gratitude from them. Okay, so your ancestors also want to give you a gift. So you might see something being placed into your hand, you might feel it. It might be a symbol, a color, an object. You might see it in your third eye, whatever it is. Just give you a minute to tune in and receive this gift from your ancestors. And if there's something that you'd like to say to your ancestors, feel free to do that. A lot of them, I'm seeing them hugging you, patting you on the back, holding your hand. There's also a message about connecting in with your ancestors, or connecting in with a lost loved one who's passed over to spirit. That you can ask to do that. You can call them in. Now I think it depends on how soon they've passed over, so they mightn't come if they've only recently passed over. But if it's been a couple of years, let's say, that you can call them. Just like you would call in the angels, just like you would call in your healing team of light. You can call them in and you can talk to them. You can receive their help, their support. You can ask them for help and support. Whatever it is that you might need, that you can do this, and your ancestors are, again, extending an invitation to you for this. It's like they're like encouraging you to reach out and connect with them, even if they're in spirit. That they haven't forgotten about you. Also feels like for some of you, some of your ancestors, you're lost, the ones that you've lost have passed over into the spirit world. They're not actually lost, but they might be on your healing team as well. It feels like for some of you, that's a message. that they're watching over you, they're guiding you, even if you haven't known it. But again, to look out for the signs. Thank you. So we continue on this grounding, bringing down the beautiful safety energy into the solar plexus chakra, opening and activating your solar plexus. Again, it's about that inner fire, that inner strength. Now your power, it's like this fire cannot be extinguished. It's this fire that just keeps you going, that knows that you're going to make it through, that's going to get you through, like this fiery determination that you're going to make it out of this dark period and into the light. To keep stoking that fire, to keep going, to connect into that fire if you need at any time. As we continue down into the sacral chakra, opening and activating your sacral. So I'm hearing there's an abundance of support for you coming in. I did ask for it earlier, so this is an activation for that. In the spirit world, also in the physical, but you might be alone right now. You won't be alone forever. Just right now, you might need to be on your own, at least physically. You're never alone because spirit is always there for you, but you might find that you are alone physically. There's no one else around you that you can talk to, that you can trust. And in some ways, this is necessary right now, because there might be some inner work that you need to do to connect in with yourself, to process those emotions, that you need to be alone to work through it. You need to be alone in order to connect in with yourself and reconnect in with yourself, for some of you, to get to know yourself again without the distraction of other people, without other people's energies interfering, these sorts of things, so you can reconnect in with yourself and hear yourself and your own inner voice, your own true self, and find out who that is. And while it might be difficult to be on your own right now, it's not a punishment. There is a method to the madness, and it seems like this is what it is. It's an opportunity to process whatever it is you're going through, the emotions and whatnot, and it can be very difficult, but it's also an opportunity to reconnect into yourself and find out and uncover who it is that you really are. And then when you're ready, when the time is right, the people, your tribe, those soul connections will reveal themselves to you. Spirit will pull the strings, they'll make it happen. It'll just be like magic. Those people will just come into your life and you'll be like, oh my goodness, this is so emotional. They'll just come in. Like magic. To support you on the next phase of your journey. because you won't be alone forever, and spirit is always there, even though that can be difficult as well, that you want someone in the physical, because it's different. It's a different experience than having spirit there with you, and that can be tough as well. Thank you. As the energy continues down into your root, opening and activating your root chakra. So I'm seeing roots growing from your root. It's like putting in solid foundations, putting in roots. This is what you might be working on or working towards right now. Maybe it's something that you've asked for. That could be the case for some of you. And whatever it is, you need to build strong, solid foundations, roots first, before you can manifest whatever it is that you've been wanting. So it can feel like everything's crumbling all around you, and that for some of you that might have been the case. Your foundations have completely crumbled and you've had to rebuild. And this is what you're doing. You're rebuilding so that you have strong foundations, strong roots that are coming in for you. So some of you, you're currently there on this journey of building those strong foundations, putting down those roots. Other of you, they're in already. They're going in. They're there. You're there. As we continue to bring down the safety, the source energy into your knee chakras. So I'm just seeing like knee braces. It's like support for your knees. So I don't know if some of you, some clearing happening as well, have knee issues, joint issues in the knees, like they're a bit creaky, sore, painful, inflammation, this sorts of things. Some support and some healing, some clearing is happening around the knees for that. As we continue to bring down this beautiful energy from source into your feet chakras. And this is beautiful. So I'm seeing your entire healing team of light come in to stand around you so that you know that you're not walking alone. And there's like so many legions is what I'm hearing. If it's angels, if it's your spirit guides, if it's your ancestors, if it's dragons, if it's mer people, if it's fairies, if it's unicorns, if it's galactic energies, like the support from spirit for you is immense. And you're not walking this path alone. Even though physically you might be. Spiritually and energetically you're not. There's just so much support for you from the unseen realms. And it feels like this week in particular, because it's Halloween, it's Samhain, it's Diwali, the veil is thin, that you're going to be able to feel it much more than usual. And also the signs will be clear as well. Thank you. As we continue to bring this source energy down past the feet into the ground, into your Earth Star chakra, opening and activating your Earth Star. As the energy continues to spiral down through the different levels and layers of the earth, through the crystal caves. So it feels like some of you could benefit from crystals, crystal support. So I'm just going to ask that your grounding cord is connected into the crystal that's most supportive and best for you at this time. So it's going to be different for everybody. If you want to ask what's your crystal, the information will come to you. Seeing a lot of blue crystals. Laboradite, is that, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. That one, tourmaline I'm hearing, jasper, and you know those black crystals, obsidian, opalite, and like rose quartz and a rose gold crystal, but I don't know what that one is. Hematite as well. So you might have the crystal. The one that you have received will be beneficial for you. You might not have received it now. It might come to you at a later stage, but to either, if you have it, to wear it, to put it on your person, to connect in with it. If you don't have it, there's no problem there either. You don't need to buy it if you don't want to, although it's quite nice, you know, to have the physical crystal, but you can also energetically connect in with that crystal in the earth, like we're doing now. You can bring down your grounding cord and just ask to be connected into that specific crystal in the earth. Also just to ask that crystal permission if it's okay to connect in, and then connect in and ask that crystal to support you with wherever you are at and with whatever it is you need right now. It's just a really nice way to connect in energetically, and also budget friendly if you don't have the money or if you can't source the crystal, whatever the case might be. Thank you. And as we continue past the crystal caves and down into the heart of Mother Earth Gaia, plugging ourselves into the heart of Gaia now, please, with her permission, separately and independently from one another. Thank you. Calling in Mother Earth Gaia, calling in Mother Earth Gaia, calling in Mother Earth Gaia. Just asking Mother Earth Gaia to ground, earth, anchor, connect and align you to her now, please, fully and completely. And to ensure that you are fully and completely embodied in your physical vessel, or as much as you can be right now. And I'm going to bring up Gaia's energy through your chakras and through your body, and just going to guide you through it with an invitation for you to connect into Gaia's energy and just to see, sense and feel what you can pick up as we go through. So I'm seeing a bright white light from Gaia spiraling up from her heart around that grounding cord we've already put in our hearts. As this beautiful, beautiful grounding energy from Gaia comes up into your Earth Star chakra in the earth. Grounding, earthing, anchoring, connecting in you and aligning you to Gaia. As the energy continues up into your feet, your toes, your ankles, shins, calves, knee chakras, thighs, root chakra, abdomen, diaphragm, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, chest, heart chakra, higher heart, heart, down your shoulders, arms, and into the palm of your hands, chakras, down your back, up into your throat chakra, neck, head, chin, lips, cheeks, nose, eyes, forehead, third eye, crown, top of the head, soul star chakra above your head, stellar gateway chakra further up still. And I'm going to ask that you are plugged into the grid, either an earth or a galactic grid that's best for you at this time, so that you are fully and completely supported above and below, held within a sacred container to help you connect in with your light and to overcome darkness, to help you to see their light and your light, to help you triumph good over evil. I'm going to ask the angels to balance, harmonize, stabilize, recalibrate, realign all levels, layers, bodies, fields, and systems of you to your light. Going to ask them to bring down any excess energy down through your chakras and to send it into the earth to be grounded. Asking Archangel Michael to zip up your aura, zip up your aura, zip up your aura, so you feel strong, safe, secure within your own energy field. walking your path, being the light, seeing the light, overcoming darkness. Just gonna ask Archangel Zadkiel to pass the violet flame down through your entire energy field one last time to clear, cleanse, completely remove and transmute any energetic debris, any energy that might have come up as a result of this healing, negativity, non-beneficial energy, anything that no longer serves you, to just clear, cleanse, completely remove and transmute it now, please, Zadkiel, to leave their energy fields clear, or as much as they can be at this time. I'm gonna ask, thank you Zadkiel, the angels to just to disconnect me from all those souls that I've connected into for this session, to give your energy back to you and to receive my energy back to me, so that we are separate and independent once more. Gonna ask that anything that was opened to be closed down, healing portals, vortexes, channels, chakras, the sacred space, anything that was open, close it down now please. Anything that was open, close it down. Thank you. I'm just going to thank all the energies that were present during this session, the angels, Lord Shiva, Ganesha, Hanuman, Lakshmi, all the other energies that were present, Lillith, Mary Magdalene, unicorns, fairies, dragons, merpeople, ancestors, Gaia, and you. Thank you all so very much for being here, for receiving this healing from my heart to yours. Namaste. Okay, that was a super strong, super powerful, but super tough session. Thank you so much for being here. If you've made it this far, thank you. There will be some aftercare guidelines in the description box if you want to check it out. Do look after yourself and be gentle with yourself. You might need to take a lie down after this session. You might feel tired or drained or wired, or a combination of the two. It just depends on you and what's happening, because you've just taken in immense light right now. When you lie down, the lower density energies will come up and make themselves known, so you might need to process through some emotions, fears, limiting beliefs. These sorts of things might come up. You might get the heart message, you might get some clarity, you might get insights, downloads. It just really depends. But to do take that time for yourself to tune in to see if there's something that you might need. I'm hearing about water. I'm hearing about getting out into nature if you can. If there's a body of water you can sit beside, drinking water or having a bath, Epsom salts, these sorts of things. Dancing, journaling, yoga, meditation, listening to music, whatever kind of comes to mind that's best for you to support yourself after this session. All very important. That's just the basics, the general guidelines that I will leave that down in the description box. But most importantly, do check in with yourself and go with whatever is best for you. Also hearing that reminder to find that practice that's best for you to regulate yourself and your emotions, your nervous system. Super important. And that if you do need support, to reach out to someone to help you, to use your body, your heart to guide you, your intuition to guide you to see who would be best that you can trust, to talk to spirit as well, to reach out to spirit, to connect with spirit, and to look out for the signs. Just checking to see if there's anything else there, but it seems like that's it. Wow, I'm kind of bowled over because this was immense and very emotional, very difficult session, totally unexpected, because as I said, I usually don't know what's going to happen. I just go with the flow, open up and channel what never needs and wants to come true. So so much love and support from me to you for whatever it is that you're going through. Keep going. You'll get there, even if it doesn't feel like it. Do reach out if you need support. Do let me know how you got on with this session by leaving me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And other than that, thank you so much for being here, for tuning in. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.